Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube Draft. This is a good pack. These are the things I want to open. There's a lot of open-ended cards here. Gut, probably what I'm going to take. Cards broken. Sneak Attack is open-ended. I think it's getting worse as time goes on and things are just like more efficient. Like you can Sneak Attack stuff into play or you can just play Gut. You know what I mean? And then you don't have all these expensive dead cards in your hand. But I like Gut. Shieldred's good. Fractured Identity is quite good. Gush is great. I've yet to see Witherbloom Apprentice do the thing, but I believe there's an infinite combo with it. So that one's kind of cool too. But I think I'm just gonna take Gut. If this was 3 or 4 years ago, I think Fractured Identity would be the pick. But like things are getting faster and faster, and I also just like Gut. Someone said it's a lady, so I'll try my best to use the correct pronouns. But yeah, I love this start. This card is very, very strong. You could just play it, you attack, you make a 4/1, and you can sacrifice anything, right? So like if I play something that makes a treasure token, sacrifice that. It's kind of broken. There is Flash. Flash is also very good. I personally don't like it so much, but I mean it's similar to Channel in my mind, but it doesn't require paying life. And it doesn't like immediately win the game, but you can do it later on. Like you can get Worldspine Worm, flashed it into play, and it's fine. So I think it's a very defensible pick. It's just not like the deck plan that I'm thinking of with this first pick Gut. I just like having the large creature stuck in hand. I just don't like having that happen. So I think I'm looking at Llanowar Elves or Deathrite Shaman. I'm gonna take a Deathrite Shaman here. Um, yeah, I totally defensible to take Flash there. It just for me is not the strategy that I like. Oh, I just realized you could use Flash as a discard outlay for Exhume, right? Flash into play, Emrakul, get no value out of it. Or not, you can't Exhume Emrakul, but like Shallow Grave, I think you could Flash Shallow Grave. Not saying it's good, but it's an option. But I think if you're trying to win, is more consistent because you don't have, Emrakul second hand with Flash in your deck or Flash with Emrakul. You just play a Ragavan and then you destroy your opponent. I wonder if there's ever a world where we can Ragavan plus Fallen Shinobi. I mean, we have Deathrite Shaman. I'm gonna put that in a maybe pile. Sorin, Lifelink Extort. If you've gained 3 or more life, you can flip. So much worse than a Johnny. It is interesting. General Ferris Rockrick is cool, but I don't know. Multicolored isn't exactly what I want. There's no red cards here. So Deathrite Shaman is black. I could take like an Evolved Sleeper, which is fairly aggressive. I mean, Sorin's Extort, I guess, does let you just like burn. Or I could just take Savai Triome. Probably just take the Triome here. I'm not in love with any of those cards, and by taking this now, it lets me stay open to get like a Wasteland here. There is also Grief and Polluted Delta. Polluted Delta grabbing Savai Triome is interesting if I end up black. This doesn't tap for green. That's interesting. Wasteland is just good though. I'm just gonna take the Wasteland. Probably a controversial pick for many, but I value Wasteland extremely highly in aggressive decks, and that's what it is. I value it highly. Pyrokinesis versus Lotus Petal. So Lotus Petal makes Gut come down earlier. This is basically Fury at instant speed. And it cuts red. I think I want to try this and cut red. I mean, what does this do? Flying Vigilance. Power equal to number of cards you drawn, so at least one. And then whenever you commit a crime, you can loot once. It's okay. Bitter Triumph is also pretty decent removal if I want to go into black, but I don't know for sure if we're in black or green yet, so let's just take the Pyro and see what's happening. Okay, there's a Caustic Bronco, Firebolt, Metamorph, and Revoker. I mean, Caustic Bronco is great. Revoker keeps us open, and Firebolt is just pretty good. If I knew for sure I was in black, I think Caustic Bronco I take. But it's not exactly clear to me that's what's happening. There is some value in taking Firebolt because we've cut red pretty hard for the last couple packs. And so this could prevent people from going into red. That being said, I think Revoker's a better card. There's Kari Zev. Okay. Kari Zev Gut is just absolutely disgusting. You play her, next turn you attack with her, make a Ragavan, sacrifice the Ragavan, turn it into a permanent 4/1. It's pretty good. There is a Windswept Heath, which can grab Savaitriome, and this would give us red, black, green fixing, just depending. But I think this combo is good, so I will take that. Here we have Lotus Cobra, Saheeli, pretty late Gush actually. Lotus Cobra goes well with Deathrite Shaman. It does encourage us to want fetches. I know I've passed a couple. Saheeli is pretty good, but doesn't go so well with what we already have. I'm going to speculate on this Lotus Cobra, but probably not end up playing any of them. Legion Extruder is great here. Goes well with kind of the general theme. Soul Cauldron, nah. Golos is fun. Sylvan Caryatid's fun, but I've been very impressed with Legion Extruder. Here we can take Boots. Just stay open. Boots is good with Kari Zev, I guess kind of Ragavan. I'll see. Evolved Sleeper. Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing anything else. I'll take it. Blackleaf Cliffs is quite nice. We'll take that. Wow, blue is very open. Sure. Last pick Caustic Bronco. Okay. This is a very weird situation. I'm feeling like many directions are open. Red might not be one of them. So we could pivot into like, I don't know. That was like very late blue cards, which is very strange for Vintage Cube specifically. But pretty happy that we got Caustic Bronco to come around. So I think at this point, we can probably say black is open. We love High Tide. I don't know what this art is though. Chromox is great. Just lets us accelerate. You know, that lets us go turn 1 Kari Zev, turn 2 Gut. Wheel of Fortune, Carnage Interpreter are both great as well. Red and 6 Bone Shards. But it's hard to do better than Chromox. There's also a thing I mention a lot. There's a bunch of cards here that we'll be happy if we wheel either of them. Like, if we wheel Kellen, it's fine. Red and 6, Carnage Interpreter. All those are fine. The only card that's somewhat irreplaceable is Chromox, because there's no additional copy of Chromox in this pack. So, like, when you're drafting, you always want to try and maximize your overall equity, not just for the single pick you're taking. If I pick Chromox, I'm likely to get another pick later. If I take another pick, I'm unlikely to get Chromox later, is kind of how I look at it. Okay, there's Liliana the Veil, Overlord of the Bilmerk. So this is kind of nice because it does fill the graveyard for Deathrite Shaman. Liliana's pretty nice because she's just good. Not exactly the biggest combo with what we have currently. Detective's Phoenix is good. I think probably we take Overlord first and then get the Phoenix. The other thing I like about this over Liliana is it's a single black, and I don't know how good our fixing is going to end up. Like, we're looking more aggressive than we are attrition-y. That could be wrong, but I think it's fine. Here's a Lightning Bolt. Deep Cavern Bat. Brain Freeze. Probably just take the Lightning Bolt. Very, very effective interaction. Here we have Blood Crypt, Chainsaw, Grim Lavamancer, Sheoldred's Edict. Probably just going to take the Blood Crypt. Again, we probably get Robber of the Rich to wheel, and that's fine with me. Hey, if you've been enjoying my content and you just want more of it, I started a new channel for the card game that I designed called Algomancy. So on there I have gameplay content and I'll be posting pretty regularly. I also have shorts with little snippets about the game. So if you want to watch content just that I create, or if you want to learn more about the game, go check out Algomancy. It'll be linked in the description. Otherwise, just enjoy the rest of the video. There he is. There's our Dragon Boy, Glorybringer. We love Glorybringer. I mean, I think it's unironically very good. It's expensive, but anyone who played the limited format it came in understands just how dominating this card can be, especially in a format so defined by Planeswalkers, which Vintage Cube is. Like, this is attack, kill a Planeswalker, kill a creature. It stays in play, it like keeps doing stuff. It's just a sweet card, so definitely going to take the Glorybringer. Here, there's a Bloodstained Mire. There's also a Seasoned Pyro, Mind Twist, and Infernal Grasp. And a Fire. This is the classic situation where just can I take this pack and move on, I would be very happy. I want all of these, but I can only take some. I personally don't love Mind Twist in a deck without Nan Acceleration. We have a little bit. Chrome Mox Deathrite Shaman. Mind Twist for 3 on turn 2, not the best play. So I don't think I'm going to take Mind Twist. For me, I'm between the Fetch, which is good with Deathrite, fixes my mana, and Fire Ice. I think I'm just going to take the Fetch as much as it hurts me. It's just that is the problem with like the way the packs are set up. You just can't get all the cards. That being said, we're still getting lucky here. Inquisition versus Dark Confidant. I have Chrome Mox, which does make Dark Confidant a lot more enticing. Inquisition's great too. I think it's a very good card. With Caustic Bronco, Dark Confidant, we can really go crazy. I do have Glorybringer and Pyrokinesis. You know what? I'm going to take Inquisition. I already have Caustic Bronco, and I do have these cards. So we'll move in this direction. But I would have been happy with either one of them, to be honest. Okay, here we can take Dragon's Rage Channeler. Actually is looking kind of decent. Fills the graveyard for Deathrite Shaman. We have a decent amount of non-creature spells. Raucous Theater is also really good. We have a fetch that also goes into our graveyard. It's a land. But I think this is a little bit better because we took the fetch. I don't know. I could see it going either way. That was a tough pick. So here we get our Carnage Interpreter. There's also Renin 6. I don't really have any green fixing at the moment. I do have Wasteland though. Carnage Interpreter is really good though. It's good with Gut because you can sacrifice the clues to make creatures. I think this is safer. Renin 6 is really good, but I would need to get green fixing, and then even then, I kind of only have like one fetch. That being said, I could have picked up like Exploration and all that stuff. I guess I'll take a Once Upon a Time and probably not play it. We get a Deep Cavern Bat. Pretty happy about that, actually. Yeah, okay, these packs are coming out really nicely for us. Chainsaw only hits creatures, but it can make stuff grow really big. And the Chainsaw type cards are quite good with Legion, Intruder, and Gut, because you can play it, get value, and then sacrifice it later to other things. I typically love Grim Lavamancer, but I think the marginal additional value of this card is worth it. I'll speculate on Unearth. It's another way to get Gut back. Bolas' Citadel going late. I might actually play this. This is a red source that can tap for Deathrite Shaman. Yeah, Unearth is in the maybe pile. But, we might get there. Okay, there's an Ancestral Recall. I have no blue. There's Inti, which is very good. I have literally no blue whatsoever, right? I'm passing Ancestral. I've done it enough. I have enough data. Taking the cards and just wrecking all of your mana and everything to splash a really good card just doesn't work out. If this was a league draft, like a pod draft, there's a lot of things to be said about hate drafting it. Odds are I'm never going to face whoever ends up getting Ancestral, so let's let them have a good day. And we'll also have a good day. Inti seems like the pick to me. Retrofitter Foundry is also tempting, but Inti's just good. Let's take Inti. Strip Mine is excellent. Oh my gosh, Lethal Scheme is so... This is the card that I most wanted in my cube, the Powered Synergy cube, when it was on Magic Online, and they couldn't make it work. Oh, it's such a good card in my cube, because I have like Dredge stuff and like Hogak. It's just... In my cube, it's basically 0 mana, draw 6 cards, kill a creature. It's so good. Strip Mine versus Fury. I'm leaning towards Strip Mine. I have good interaction with removing creatures, and this is just... It's such a good card. Like, obviously I'd like both, but if you can only have one, we'll take the good one. Knight's Whisper. Blood Tithe Harvester. It is a 3/2. It does make a token as well, which is good with Gut Legion Extruder. There's Flame Slash. This can give us a little bit more green for Deathrite Shaman. I'm not so sure we need that. I mean, I've kind of hated on this card before, but it is tempting. It's nice that it makes a token and does other stuff. There's also Flame Slash, which could just be the pickup. I'll take the Flame Slash here. I think that card comes around anyway. I have a bit of regret. We do get Snuff Out, which is kind of just better. Although Scrapwork Mud is kind of decent as well. There is a chance that we could hit Affinity to make Galvanic Blast good. Probably take Snuff Out. Snuff Out's broken. 0 mana kill stuff is typically a good card. Fire Covenant is broken. Holy cow. I'm going to lean towards Duress, Emperor of Bones. Exile a card from a graveyard, and then 2 mana you can adapt, and then you just steal a creature and shallow grave it. And you can do your own graveyard or opponent's graveyard. That's a cool card. Actually, a really cool card. I want to be disruptive. I'm going to take Duress. I think these cards come around. Ooh, okay. I probably need to take this Urza's Bauble. Blazemire Verge and Deathgreater's Champion, both great, but Bauble's good with Dragon's Rage Channeler. Is that it? Maybe I don't have to take Bauble. Is it just Dragon's Rage Channeler? I mean, like, marginally good with Gut, because you can play it and sacrifice it, but it is pretty much just Channeler. I might take this card. This card's so good. Or just Fixing. Let's just take Fixing. Ancient Tomb? Oh, is this an Ancient Tomb deck? There's Concealing Curtains. I don't think this is a Hogak deck. I think it's between this and this. So this is 3 mana to Vendilion Click them. Kind of. Versus Ancient Tomb lets me go Gut. Glorybringer, kind of. Revoker, I can like chainsaw stuff. It is a lot of colorless sources, but I will speculate in Ancient Tomb. Wow, this pack is... Okay, a lot of stuff. Underworld Breach is pretty broken. This pack is crazy. Not for me. I don't know if I'm playing Breach, but geez. Here we can take... In a matchup I need more removal. We could play Damn. Honestly, discard 2 cards, then draw the many cards, put a counter on it is pretty good. Abrade is also quite good. This does give me more turn 1 plays. And I have so much interaction. I think I'm going to take this. I don't know. I've never played it. Let's try it out. Okay. We did the choice between Bloodtithe Harvester and Night's Whisper now. This is a 2 mana 3/2. This just draws cards. I think I want this. I have Inquisition, Duress, the Bat. Like, I have so much interaction that just a little bit of card draw is good. Scrapwork Mutt. I love this card. So I'll take it. Not playing any of these. I don't know. I'll let someone have Yawgmoth's Will. Or is this Bauble Wheels? Okay. Dark Ritual Wheels. If I end up playing Underworld Breach, there could be a world where we play Dark Ritual. I'm actually pretty happy with this deck. Like, our mana is quite good. Ancient Tomb is maybe on the chopping block, and I honestly don't even know if I need this Triome. But I probably do because I have so many colorless lands. We'll see. I'll put this one over here. 30 cards, so things that are on the chopping block, this, Unearth, but I actually have like quite a few discard outlets. I don't think I need the boots. Everything's pretty cheap and doesn't really care about boots. Dark Ritual is kind of on the chopping block. Underworld Breach. I mean, I do have Lightning Bolt and Dragon's Rage Channeler, so there is a world where we can Underworld Breach and like double Lightning Bolt. But I mean, right now... I could even cut this Pyrokinesis and just side it in, because I have a lot of good, cheap interaction, and then if they're playing green or something, I just bring that in. This costs 2. I mean, it's possible I should cut Glorybringer and just keep my curve really low. Yeah, it hurts me, but I think that's the play. 23, I mean, Chromax I guess I'll count as a land. So, I could bring in this. At that point... Unearth is pretty good. So how many discard outlets do I have? Dragon's Rage Channeler, kind of. 1 discard outlet. This mills stuff. 2. Only really like 3-ish discard outlets. We're going to play Glorybringer. Let's be real. If I'm running Ancient Tomb, Glorybringer's fine. I just have to be wary of the Ancient Tomb Wasteland start. This is 16 land with counting Chromox as a land. The alternative play is... cut Glorybringer for Pyrokinesis. I think this is fine. Let's see what the actual lands look like. 3/2. 39, add another land. Probably a red source. Oh, it's kind of equal actually. So this is only 15 lands, 16 with Chrome Mox. So I could cut Bauble. That's probably the play. I mean, it's good with Dragon's Rage Channeler. I'm gonna think about this for a second. Well, I cut Glorybringer for a land. I'm probably sided in matchups where flying is good. It's just my curve didn't end up really supporting a 5-drop. And I'm also running Wasteland and Strip Mine. So like if you really think about it, I'm running 14 lands that I'm actually going to want to keep. I guess maybe kind of 15. And then these two I'm just going to get rid of right away. So I need to make sure I can curve out. We'll see what happens. Seawall, round 1. All right, we're playing against Toby. What up, Toby? We're on the play. We have a hand of only removal. Honestly, I'm gonna keep this. On the draw, absolutely no chance I keep this, but I have all my mana, I have interaction. Maybe it's too many lands. And here's where I regret cutting Glorybringer so much. So we're gonna look at fun. Also, anecdotally, it's raining outside and it sounds really pleasant. So I wish I could somehow like put that into the audio for you guys. I guess I could keep Savai Triumph and cycle it, because my curve stops at 3. A play? Yeah, that's a play. Because I'm going to Night's Whisper, and that's going to draw me into other stuff too. Tropical Island. This could be a good matchup. Caustic Bronca. You know what? Don't daze me, bro. Now I really regret I should have taken the Dark Confidant. I wonder if this is the person I passed Ancestral to. It's very unlikely. It's mostly a joke. Windswept Heath, go. Okay. I mean, if I get to attack with Caustic Bronca, I'll be pretty happy. They had to discard a card to Ancestral, which is great. And I get to Bloodstained Mire to just thin my deck. Also seems pretty good. So let's attack. We draw a Gut. A little bit late, my friend. They shock. What is this? Orcish Bowmasters. Okay, so they do 1 damage. They trade the token. That's fine. I'm still... No, it's an equal exchange. I can't snuff out the Bowmasters. Also, I was not expecting Bowmasters with the Tropical Island start. Yeah, it's pretty good for them. I do get to Night's Whisper into Flame Slash. That notably doesn't let me play Gut. Let's go Mountain. Oh, I was supposed to get a Swamp, actually. Let's play Night's Whisper. Oh my god. Yeah, right. Sequencing. I forget about this card. That's on me. Okay. We'll still kill it, but yeah, my opponent got a 2/2 for free. Sometimes I just forget how broken that card is. They bin Atraxa. That's not great. Delighted Halfling, you got it. So I can play Inquisition here. We are flooding. I mean, this is exactly where Glorybringer shines. I might just put it back in the deck. Okay. Knight of the Reliquary, Force of Will. I guess I just take Spellseeker here. Then they can't force. I'm at 10. Play Gut. This can only cast legendary cards, and currently Spellseeker gone. This is white, so they can't really play any cards in their hand. I could snuff out the Delighted Halfling. It doesn't feel necessary just yet. Yeah, this would be a very different game if I don't Night's Whisper. Okay, so now they can play Knight of the Reliquary. That's a good snuff out target. I know what they draw, fortunately. 2/2, so I take 2. So their hand is Forest, Vaultborn Tyrant, Force of Will. I draw Copperline Gorge. I feel like this is a hard cast snuff out type situation. And then they can now hardcast Force of Will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're 1 mana away from Vaultborn Tyrant. I don't have anything to sacrifice to Gut, but I should next turn. I'm at 8. They're at 14. Okay, I attack. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I do just kill this now before they can Force of Will stuff. So they play the Force, they have Force of Will. This 2/2 is quite annoying. This is, I'm playing effectively like 14 lands in my deck. This is unbelievable. Okay, Chainsaw's good. They almost certainly have to Force of Will this. Oh, it would be so sick if I was able to resolve that. I think they just die. Yeah, I attack them. So Force of Will gone. Their hand is a Vaultborn Tyrant. This is so many lands. This is one of the benefits of Algomancy. I know I'm sure I've mentioned it a lot, but like I made that game to solve this problem, where my deck is 14 lands and I've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And none of the strip mines either. Okay, this is good though. So yeah, this is actually excellent. Let's crack a clue here first. Excellent. Let's just hope they don't hit a land for the Tyrant. Back a clue. Hit them for 6. They just concede. Aren't they 1 mana away from gaining 3 life, drawing a card? Okay. I guess Deathrite Shaman? Okay. There you go, I guess. I don't want to be too variance oriented, right? Because I'm on the draw, which makes Glorybringer even less likely. So I think I'm going to try it as is. That's a lot of lands to draw. Oh yeah. Oh, I can't quite do the thing I want, but it's okay. If I draw an untapped black source, we're good, but I think I'm just going to Lightning Bolt the Halfling here. Oh. Ooh. I could play Ragavan. It's probably correct to play Ragavan. If they don't have a follow-up and I can Bolt the Halfling, hit them, it'll be really good. Never mind, they have Mox and Ancestral. And Orcish Bowmasters. Okay, this was a mistake. I only have 3 cards in hand. I do have a Strip Mine. So I can go Lightning Bolt. Am I worried about Bowmasters staying in play? Not too worried just yet. Let's Lightning Bolt the Halfling. And Strip Mine their Forest. Their mana is very greedy, so just locking them on black sources is the plan. Never mind. Didn't work at all. Take 2. Yeesh. That's okay. Well, that plan backfired so poorly. I do draw Swamp so I can get a Deathrite Shaman in. I don't have any green mana currently, but jeez. Yeah, that's what I expected. I mean, that is a good mind twist. I will give them that. We draw a Swamp, so we're just going to play this and I guess just start doing what Deathrite Shaman does. Although I might cycle the Triumph here. Borrogoyf. So if I can eat instants and sorcery, Borrogoyf gets smaller. So let's do that. Knight's Whisper. Yeah. Guess I just play this. I'm not gonna cycle it. This is looking pretty rough for us. We're gonna have to hit like a Flame Slash pretty soon because they're gaining life. I can exile Lightning Bolts to only take 2 here. They get Endurance back. They have their own Deathrite. Okay. Evolved Sleeper. Okay, I mean, sure, we'll try it. Oh, level it up. I can do this at any time, right? Sick. I guess I'll make it a 1/1 now just to play around Orcish Bowmasters doing weird stuff. Anytime. That's new. I'm not used to cards being able to do that whenever. Okay, so I can steal their Deathrite activation here. That black. That fizzles so they can't get mana. If I can kill this Bowmasters, we could actually be in a decent spot here. So let's turn you into something cool. That has Death Touch and Lifelink. This doesn't come back. I think I do trade. If they didn't have Bowmasters in play, I wouldn't trade there because I could just keep drawing cards. But oh right, they have Recurring Nightmare. I'm probably just dead. I can't really beat Recurring Nightmare plus Orcish Bowmasters. But they did sacrifice the Bowmasters. I do get a chance to actually draw some cards here. Wasteland Carnage Interpreter. So I can go play Wasteland. I don't have green mana, but they have Birds of Paradise anyway. So let's exile their Trop. Add red. Play this dude. Really trying to find that green source so I can exile their stuff and stop the loop. Do that, and then we Wasteland their land. I have a 5/5. This thing having Death Touch is bananas, by the way. Ah, Natural Order for Traxa. We're probably dead. I do get to see more of their deck, though. Their mana is so greedy, man. My Wasteland Strip Mine should be so good against them. I just have to not... Like, they got really lucky with their start this game. But in general, this should be a great matchup for me. The Spellseeker for Ancestral. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one. They get Prismatic Ending. They're like 5 colors. Yeah, we're dead. Not gonna waste anyone's time here. Okay. Honorable Breach can't play lands, right? No. I could run Glorybringer. Flying does seem pretty good against them. They don't seem to have a ton of like good removal. This will be the time when I'm like locked out of lands. But it's possible. I mean, I just have a decent amount of removal. Maybe Snuff Out isn't that good. I mean, it can kill birds. I think I want Pyrokinesis for Snuff Out, and then I want you cut Phyrexian Revoker, but that can lock down like their biggest weakness is mana. Their deck doesn't cast stuff very easily. Yeah, I cut Glorybringer here. It's so sick, but like these were very not representative games of what my mana base actually looks like. This is more accurate. This hand's great, by the way. This is what my hand and deck looks like. I know I'm on the play, but can I draw a Chromox? Can I just put Chromox in my opener here? My opponent mulligans. So yeah, this is like Wasteland should be very good. They surveil. They put a land on the bottom. They do have a Mox Jet. Man, their draws and openers have been very good. Now, I guess Duress plus Wasteland because I can hit Ancestral here. Mind Twist, Pest Infestation. Pest Infestation is like almost a dead card against me, so I'll take Mind Twist. Wasteland them. So they do get some Deathrite Shaman mana, but their total mana is actually quite low here. Now, they do get to just play Ancestral Recall very soon. So it's not great. Their draws and starts have been really strong. Might have been decent. Do this. I think we probably just want a Caustic Bronco, let myself have a chance of competing with their mana efficiency. Or their card advantage, I guess. Because they have to Deathrite Shaman for blue. They just draw land, okay. Ugh, it'd be so much better if they didn't draw land. They Ancestral, and that's why. Because they could just do that. Chromox. And you're a little bit late to the party, my friend. I guess I could just sacrifice Chromox to Gut here. We're gonna grab a mountain. Attempt a Gut. Like Chromox for 0. They know. Attack. We hit Overlord. We sack the Chromox. We make a 4/1. They double block. I get to trade with Deathrite Shaman. Did I saddle this? No, I couldn't have. A Mystical Tutor. Tear Asunder. Exile target artifact or enchantment. If this spell is kicked, exile target non-land permanent. So they're going to spend 4 mana. Hope to draw a land. Okay. Interesting. I will be discarding Overlord to Inti given that they tutored for Terra. I don't understand that. I mean, maybe they just want to kill Gut, but they make some 1/1s. Really strange. to be honest with you. Um, hmm. I guess I just chainsaw here. So I can just kill the pest token. I gain some life. I think I do attack with gut here because I can just attack with a skeleton, and I'll be attacking with 2 skeletons. They can double block and trade for 1. If I attack with gut, they can double block gut, but they take 8. And then I have 2 skeletons in play with an inti. Yeah, I guess I attack with gut. Attack the chainsaw. Gut is so broken. I don't know. This could be wrong, but it feels like they need to stop the damage. Yeah. Next turn, I mean, they cast Terra Thunder with Kicker. Borrow Goyf. That's a problem. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Okay, that's actually quite good. Let's start with Inti. Ideally, I just hit Lightning Bolt and I can kill them. They have Terra Thunder in hand. They're just dead. Wait, they're just dead. Never mind. Yeah, they're just dead. So we go Inti. Yeah, right, because I attack with the Skeleton Menace. Jeez, God is so broken. My opponent had like the perfect draw all the games, and we just crushed them with this card single-handedly dealing like 15 damage to them. There you go. See you all next round. All right, we're playing against Noital. Let's go first. Dude, winning the die roll feels so good. This is what I was talking about with my land. This is why Glorybringer doesn't really fit. Oh man. I could keep this. If I draw any land, we're in business. But I'm on the play, so the odds of that happening are so low. I'm running effectively 15 land. I have 1, so there's effectively 14 lands out of 33, so like a 50% chance that I even hit a land on the first turn. And if I don't hit a land, it's pretty... I mean, let me look at the calculator. No, I gotta mulligan this. It's bad. There we go. Way better. Keep this. I really want to hit a 3rd land so I can gut on curve. So I'm gonna cut Flame Slash because this makes it like the least likely that I run into mana problems. Because with gut Flame Slash, if I just like never draw a red source, see what you got going on over there. Island, okay. I guess technically I'm supposed to wait until their turn. Opponent almost certainly has a mana leak thing of some kind. Legion Extruder. So let's go Wasteland. Let's do this. Use the ability, yes. I think with this hand we want Carry Zev to go with Gut. And I milled a land, so I can do this. Man, this is kind of broken. Add black. Play you. What a turn. Imagine being on the play. I know I was on the play. I don't know. Sometimes I say things that make sense in my head. Like, imagine being on the play is like an expression of how good it was for me to be on the play right now. Obviously that doesn't translate to anything that makes sense to other normal human beings. So you could just ignore me. Here we get to go. I can attempt a gut. They didn't have counterspell last turn. They would have countered something I had. Let's try and play gut. Like if this works, I just win. Like I think if they had interaction, they killed Deathmatch Shaman last turn. We'll see. Ah, fair enough. That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, Fire Covenant's so crazy. We do draw a mountain, which is good. I think I just want to get down a Caustic Bronco here. Also, Overlord just turning into a 5/5 is bananas. And it's a 5/5 that like draws cards, right? It like mills and puts things in a hand. The art is crazy cool. Just a cool card all around. Ugh. Okay. Wow. Some good cards for them. I kind of like this race. This feels like it favors me. Let's attack with a Bronco. Maybe they forget that this doesn't draw. I can Wasteland them. I need another land for this goblin. So let's do this, play this. Overlord comes down next turn. I mean, they Mind Twisted me, they Fire Covenanted me, and we're doing okay. Not amazing, but okay. They can... I'm surprised by these attacks. They have Fallen Shinobi? No. Interesting. Well, this feels like a trap, but I'm going for it. We attack. Draw a card. Okay. Not exactly what we wanted. Exhaust this. Trade our lands for spells. I forgot about that giving them a thing, but honestly, I think it's still worth it for me. Okay. They were going to do it anyway. They have had 3 heavy hitters back to back to back. I mean, like, yeah, really strong cards. Fire Covenant, wipe my board. Mind Twist, wipe my hand. Occult Epiphany, you know, go crazy. Wait a second. They discarded Enduring... I guess they don't have the second blue, but Enduring Curiosity with this would be... That'd be a lot of cards for them. And they take all the damage. Interesting. So we get Overlord. He's a dude now. Really curious what's happening. I take 2. Okay. I mean, we'll take it. Bloodstained Mire. I don't know. I'll keep in my hand, I guess. Do I crew the Bronco? I don't think so. There's not that much that can really damage me here. I'm at 13. They petty theft my guy. Oh, saddle only as a sorcery. Got it. Less cool. Okay, we're coming in. Another land. I could just cast the Overlord here. They have 2 cards in hand. Play this. Hard cast Overlord. Use the ability, yes. Okay, what do I want to grab? Gut is a little weird. Carnage Interpreter is probably the play here. They draw a second blue, they can hardcast a Brazen Borrower. Tamio is pretty good. This card is unbelievably strong. Holy cow. what is this card? How is it so good? Okay, I don't want to take any damage, so let's go Mountain. See if we can attack with our boy. Or I don't know, thing. Use the ability. Yes. Let's grab Deathrite Shaman. They block with Tamio. Just a straight up chump. You love to see it. Okay, let's go. Deathrite Shaman. Phyrexian Revoker. They make us both draw. You got it. What is Phyrexian Revoker going to name? What could their deck possibly have here? Black Lotus isn't that scary. They don't have a ton of mana. I guess Scary Mastermind? Like the only card they can activate. Carnage Interpreter. Discard my hand, get a bunch of clues. Let's go. We can unearth Scrapwork Mutt next turn. Ooh, this has been quite the game. The inevitability of this deck is very strong. Kitesail Freebooter for nothing. Love it. I want to be honest. When I first read this card, I thought it was... They have a templating like this where you mill 4 cards and then you just get a creature from those milled cards. That's what I thought this card did. And even then it's pretty good because it's like likely draw card. This is just get anything back from your graveyard every turn. Shieldred's pretty good. Glad I stopped the Fairy Mastermind here. So I lose 2 life. Scrapwork Mutt is a May. I mean, I think I just send Overlord and Carnage Interpreter here. And I can play Inti. Let's go Inti. Unearth the Scrapwork Mutt. Can't do that. I get to attack. Might as well attack with the Mutt. They're at 7. I can attack with the Revoker. If they block here, they take so much. I think that's fine. So we want to do this first. Let's get back Ragavan. Then we'll... Actually, am I going to deck myself? Go down to 2? We're going in. We're gonna give Overlord Trample. And there's a Chromox. Great. 2 cards left in deck. 6/6 Trample, 5/5 Menace. Deathrite Shaman at the ready. This feels hard for them to come back from. If they double block Carnage Interpreter, block here, they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they go to 1. That feels pretty good for me. Are they gonna Ancestral Recall me for the win? Oh, they're just dead. Cool. Sick. Wow. I cannot believe I won that game. That was... This deck is insane. It's so strong. Like, I had no business winning that game. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, wow. Jeez, look at this hand. Can you imagine Ragavan in the gut? I can. Yeah, let's get greedy. Ragavan in the gut. I could also play it a little slow, and I could, like, strip mine or something. Because I guess, yeah, I keep forgetting gut. I don't really want to sacrifice the Ragavan. Phyrexian Revoker. Cool. Deathrite Shaman is what they name. My own Revoker. They probably trade here. But if I just don't even let them trade, Gut hits them for 4 this turn, which is pretty insane. Yeah, let's do that. Pretty good. Next turn, I am a little bit mana constrained. I can like either duress or strip mine them. I'm probably going to strip mine them though if they're brainstorming on upkeep. Wait, brainstorm on upkeep? What? There's no... As far as I'm aware... Oh, Vampiric, got it. So they're probably going to try and Covenant me. Honestly, Gut would have been broken if it made 2/1 Menace Skeletons. The fact that they're 4/1s is unbelievable. Okay. We need to make a decision. Do I duress or do I just strip mine? If I duress, it lets me go Evolved Sleeper into strip mine next turn. Most of the things they had that were scary were spells, and they've hit a land drop every turn, so I think duress is probably better here. Okay, I'm not that scared. Never mind, we're fine. A good day to pie. We attack. Do I attack with gut? Allow them to trade Revoker? I mean, they just have a Fairy Mastermind in hand and that's it. I don't think I let them trade. Because next turn I could just send the Evolved Sleeper at them with haste. They have a board wipe? I'll take 2. They drew Fallen Shinobi, fair enough. Legion Extruder can kill Gut, but they still just die. They drew Fallen Shinobi. Go strip mine, kill the Creeping Tar Pit, and then play Evolved Sleeper. Attack for 8. GG's. GG's. Fallen Shinobi is pretty funny there. Okay, see you all next round. Alright, we're playing against Racking Up Wins. Winning die rolls for me is pretty huge with this deck. Oh yeah. See this? Every time I was like, oh man, my opening hand, whatever, has too many lands. Like this is what my deck statistically is likely to do. I think I start with Inquisition here. Preordained Displacer Kitten. Okay, their hand is terrible. I can name Parallax Wave with Phyrexian Revoker here. Snuff out, not the best. That's okay. So I get to go Bloodstained Mire. I don't really have any double of any colors here, so... Oh, I need a Swamp for Snuff out. So that would be the deciding factor here. Phyrexian Revoker. Parallax Wave. Island Talisman. So they can play a Displacer Kitten. I have a Mountain, so let's go... I don't want to discard my hand just yet. I would like to be able to use this Snuff out if possible. Although, now... I mean, killing the Displacer Kitten for 0 mana is kind of gross, but I can also activate Overlord. I think I gotta kill the Displacer Kitten here. I could Chromox away the Carnage Interpreter and then get down Overlord this turn. Is that good? I mean, Carnage Interpreter is insane. It's going to draw me so many cards. I think, because next turn, what am I doing? I'm going to strip mine them for sure. I mean, they probably just play Displacer Kit in here. All right, we're going to play it a little bit slow. I think the strip mine plus Overlord, like, there's so much value in my hand. They play Island. Yeah, I mean, they play the cat. That's what they do. Okay, so they try that. I'm going to kill this. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with how all of that went down. They get to see strip mine. Hey, look at that. Duress is pretty good. So, yeah, we're just going to keep doing this slow. Duress them, take Parallax Wave, strip mine. I think their hand was Island Plains. Kill the Elegant Parlor. Impending this dude. Get Evolved Sleeper back. Attack for 2. Pretty decisive. Okay. Ooh, Caustic Bronco. Okay, let's go play the Bronco. Attack for 2. Play the Sleeper. I'm just filling my hand with stuff every turn. This deck is glorious. Unfortunately, Glorybringer couldn't make it. My opponent just has mana. Blood Crypt. Okay, so we shock in a Blood Crypt. Play Chromox. Don't imprint. Do this thing. Discard my hand. Saddle this here. Attack them. But my Wasteland's pretty good. I guess I just level this up right now. We got a little bit of that Magic Online lag. Okay. They take 6. And this gets bigger. I mean, I don't even know Upheaval is like the best thing they could have here. Okay. That was like they just got completely obliterated. So their deck is pretty slow. And I think that's a good matchup for us. I could consider cutting Urza's Bauble for something else, but I think it's fine. Ooh, I gotta keep this on the draw. Any swamp this hand is golden, and there's a chance I just play Ragavan and that also wins the game. Okay, let's Bauble. See what's going on over there. Tolarian Academy. Okay. Ragavan tends to be decent against Tolarian Academy decks. I was consider cutting Bauble for a land, so, you know, we'll see if that comes back to haunt me here. Opponent says Falling Asleep. Land. Oh. Oh, that's a land. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Chainsaw. Kill this. Get a rev counter. Attack with Ragavan. We hit a Lotus Petal. It's a game of skill, I promise. It's not. We take Teferi. We duress the One Ring. They have no cards in hand. Oh my god. Like, this is fun. I'm having fun, but I would not consider this skill in any way. Like, oh man. We trophied. That is, you know what? It's been a while. That's 2 trophies back to back. We could start trying to trophy streak. Get Caleb playing to win. Let's do it. I mean, this deck was sick. Just really good stuff. Great curve. Glorybringer on the sideboard really hurts, but it was for the best of the deck. We made it through the early rounds when we flooded super hard, and then when we drew actually correctly, it was unbeatable. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the videos, want to support the channel, check out Alchemansy. It's actually linked directly below the video now. So it's a great way to support the game. If you want a game that supports like skill expression and creativity, go check it out. It's a lot of fun. See you next time.